What's up, y'all? Please excuse the camera moving. Just trying to get something situated. All right, what's going on, y'all?
What's up?
We are Twin Flames Unite, back at it again, and hopefully everything's coming through beautifully.
We hope the sound is coming in. Let us know if you can hear.
Yeah, so we're out in nature, kinda,
sorta.
We got this beautiful lake. I don't know if y'all can see this lake. Hold on, let me see. Let me show y'all.
Ooh.
Now that's pretty.
This is our secret spot.
Our secret rendezvous spot.
Yeah, this is our little secret spot.
Okay. But yeah, what's going on? What's up, Marshawn? Up in the piece. What's going on? Okay, so we just want to jump in real quick and give you all a little bit of motivation for the day. Okay, what's up, Tosh? And so this is something that our plan is to do this on a daily basis, just dropping in on the afternoon, giving y'all some words of wisdom, some little nuggets.
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try. We are very busy,
we are super busy people.
But what we wanted to talk about today is not letting fear rule your day.
Yes, we just thought about that topic today, and we realized how important that one small topic is, fear. Because Chris and I was just discussing this, and we got to share this, because a lot of people let fear take over their whole lives, and they don't realize how low vibrational that vibe is of fear. Right. Very, very low. And sometimes we're in fear of losing someone, or we're in fear of ending up alone for the rest of our lives. So we just accept anything because of that vibration that's really low, called fear. Right.
And let us know if y'all can hear us fine, because I didn't bring my mic today, so
we don't
just
have
let us
any,
know.
We just doing it like raw.
Yeah, but you know, I thought about it, and you know, fear stops us from, excuse the truck that's over there.
We live.
We live, unedited. Sounds good. Awesome.
Okay, good.
Okay. So yeah, I was thinking about it. You know, fear holds us back from becoming the greatest versions of ourselves.
Oh yeah.
And I was listening to it basically on a creative standpoint, because y'all know I do graphic design and all that stuff. Hit your boy up if you need some work. But when you think about it on a relationship standpoint, right? Like, a lot of people look for a mate because they're afraid of being alone.
Right. Or looking for somebody to complete them. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you think about that, like Lisha was just saying, we were talking about this in the car. When you meet with somebody on that level, on that vibration of I need to find somebody because I don't want to be alone, you're going to attract someone that's of equal lower vibration.
Because we never really attract what we want. We always attract what we are. Now, if what you want and what you are lines up, then hey, you know,
you got what you need.
You hit the jackpot. But if you're vibrating really low and you're sending out something else, that you want something else, but you're not at a vibrational match of what you're requesting, you're only going to get what you are at the end of the day. So if you're with someone and you don't love that person, or you know that you guys are really not a match, and you keep staying with them, you're not living in your authentic self. You're not being true to yourself. You're living in fear because you're afraid of something. That's why you're still with that person, because you're afraid of something. And I often hear people say, oh, you know, that's my twin flame, so I'm going to put up with this, or that's my twin flame, so I'm going to let them do what they want to do to me. Never be in a place where your twin flame, it doesn't matter, soulmate, never be in a place where you will accept anything from anyone. Right. Because you're giving off energy of fear, which will keep you in a low state. You don't want to be in that state.
No. So lift your vibrations.
Yeah.
You know, because you want a happy life, right? You want to be happy. You want to enjoy life to the fullest. Well, bring yourself to that vibration, and you'll attract someone that's on that same vibration.
Exactly.
you know, and that way you can really live life to the fullest. You can enjoy the love and appreciation that you've always wanted.
Yep.
And you don't have to settle.
You don't have to settle. You really don't. I mean, the mind is a very powerful thing, and we are not our minds. Our mind, I say this before and I'm going to say it again, we are not our minds. We contain our mind. Our mind does not contain us. It's the opposite. Okay, you always got to remember that. But the mind is still a powerful tool. And whatever you tell your mind, it's going to formulate to make it happen for you. So you guys got to remember that. That's another important thing.
Happy life, happy wife.
Exactly. So,
hey, and that works on the flip side too. Because you, and you know, I got to say this because, you know, in the marriage that I was in prior to Leisha, because yeah, she is my wife, and I don't care what nobody else said. This is my boo, okay? But in my previous marriage, that was my whole deal. Was I was trying to do everything I could to make her happy, but neglecting myself and sending myself down a downward spiral that really led to a lot of issues. So you got to make your husband happy too.
Right.
And you know, you got to tell him about the thing you had said before. Like when each partner takes care of each other,
right,
you don't have to worry about taking care of yourself.
Right. It's like we were looking at something one day, and this I think it was a counselor. It was really important, and it made a lot of sense. He said that he was so busy, you know, taking care of his wife. His wife was so busy taking care of him that they're taken care of, and they didn't even realize it. And so there was no fighting, there was no arguing, there was no bickering, because it's like they had each other's back in a sense, you know. So one hand kind of washed the other. So it's like they were kind of living harmonious. So if you can get that harmonious flow going within your relationships, you hit the jackpot. Yep. Because oftentimes people, they feel like they're not enough, or they feel like they're missing something. And when you feel like you're not enough, you're gonna feel like you're missing something, and so you're gonna try to, you know, meet that need no matter what. You're gonna like do crazy things to meet that need that's missing, that missing link.
It's about to go by.
Yeah, it's been going for a while. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just wanted to jump on here to let you guys know that
let go of fear.
Let go of fear. Don't let it rule your life. If you are in a situation and you find yourself in fear mode, talk yourself out of it. You can talk yourself into things, so you could talk yourself out of things. Talk yourself out of it. I'm not afraid.
Nuh-uh.
I'm happy, you know.
And you all know another good reason to let go of fear is many of you all are light workers, but y'all are afraid to get out there because you may not feel like you have the experience to help somebody, or you may not have the knowledge to help somebody. But and there's so many people, and there's one guy I know in particular that has a lot of gifts and he wants to share that through video, but he's just so afraid of getting in front of the camera. You need to walk past that fear, because through walking past that fear, you're able to help somebody else. You never know who you're gonna help. It's just amazing. Your words, maybe your 2-3 words that you're afraid to say, could be something that's life-changing in someone else's life. You never know. But because of fear, that other person who was waiting for those words, they won't be able to hear it, because of that teeny-weeny thing called fear. And it's teeny-weeny when you really think about it. Because half the times the things that we fear, it's not even real. It's not even, you know what? Hold on. Look what you were. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Hold on. They're going to think we planned this. We didn't. No, I just got dressed. I promise you. Oh, wow. But this is false evidence appearing real. They ain't going to believe us, baby. Shirt, Third Eye Apparel. Wow, I promise you guys on everything. We did not even plan this. But yeah, this is one of the first shirts Chris made. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Let me show it. So back to my false evidence appearing real. That is crazy. Like, this wasn't even planned. See, this is how you know this was supposed to happen. See that? Yeah. So we make these things up in our heads, and that's what keeps us from, you know, living our dream, our so-called dream in this place. You know, doing things that we always wanted to do is because of fear.
And that's all the stuff. Oh, if I do this, this is going to happen. What if I do this, this is going to happen. Oh, what if I talk to her and she says no? But these things have not even happened. It's all in the mind.
Never
See, look,
happened.
222. So we got 22 people here. We got 2 likes, 222.
Yeah,
see?
and we're getting a little bit more likes. A little bit more likes. Give me some more likes.
So it's all lining up, guys. The synchronicity here is crazy right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Synchronicity, that's how we live. We live a life of synchronicity. Synchronistic events really govern our reality right now because it's so much numbers. I mean, events, timing. It's we live a synchronistic lifestyle.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful thing. Somebody saying something?
Oh, we got quite a few comments.
Sorry, guys, we were just in a little zone.
we didn't go through it.
So we just kind of went off.
Yeah, and this is just like a little short live that we just jumping on. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure.
If y'all have any questions, type them down below. We got a few minutes. We may be able to take like 1 or 2 questions before we head out. But we just wanted to jump on and let y'all know that fear is not something that you need to adopt in your life.
No, get rid of it. And if you find yourself vibrating on that level, talk yourself out of it. See, it's kind of like you have to be conscious of these things, because if you're conscious of it, then you can actually look at it and you can make a change. But sometimes what happens is we're not conscious of it. No. So it's like you have to kind of start watching yourself, paying attention to yourself. And when you find yourself, you know, making up those little stories in your head that's preventing you from doing what you want to do, talk yourself out of it. Be like, you know what am I doing? This is crazy. Why am I being my own roadblock right now?
Right.
Like, why am I standing in front of my own progress? Because the only person that can really hinder us is ourselves from the stories that we tell ourselves. So tell yourself a different story.
Yeah. Now, Lisa commented talking about she manifested us. Yeah, you did. You did.
Look at that. Boom, we here.
But somebody else just had a quick question, and we'll jump on to that. This is from, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but are you being jealous of each other? How do you deal with that?
Oh, that's like...
you know, jealousy is a very low vibration.
Yeah.
And to be honest, when you're jealous of somebody, you're jealous of something that they have that you don't have. That
you think you don't have. Jealousy comes from a spirit of lack. And you're telling yourself that you're not enough. So that's where jealousy comes from. Whenever somebody tells themselves that they're not enough, that's when jealousy is born. Because you're telling yourself that you're not capable of meeting, like, you know, reaching where the other person is.
Right.
But you might have a different gift. Maybe that might not be for you. So once you get rid of that spirit of lack, like operating on that spirit of lack, then jealousy really cannot live. You know, you don't have a home for it to stay, so it cannot stay there.
Yeah.
Because once you get to learn to know who you are, and you love yourself, and you get to know what your purpose is, then jealousy really has no place within your direct, what's the word? In your space,
in your cipher.
You know,
yeah.
That's what you get what we're saying.
Yeah, and you know what? That is us not being jealous of each other is a testament to our work that we did prior to coming into union. Because once you realize that you are enough from the beginning, it doesn't matter if somebody has $10,000 in the bank and you're jealous. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you have $1 million in the bank and the other person you're dealing with got like 200 million.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't make a difference.
Because you realize that you are enough, and whatever somebody else has doesn't affect you.
It have nothing to do with you. Now, take a look at this. Why would a carpenter be jealous of a doctor, right? See, a carpenter came here on planet Earth to build a house. So he has all the tools that he needs to build that house. A doctor, he has his, what is that, a stethoscope, he has his robe, he has everything that he needs to do his job, right? So they recognize what they are. He's a doctor, he's a carpenter. There's no need for the doctor to be jealous of the carpenter, because they have two different missions. So if they stay focused on their mission and what they got to do, they'll fulfill, because they're doing what they're here to do. Yep. Jealousy is just something that's not even necessary.
No.
If you know what you're here to do. So people who are jealous are just people who need to spend more time with themselves, so they can realize who they are and what they're here to do. And once you figure out that purpose, then you don't need to worry about that anymore. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. And we're gonna take one more, and then we gotta head out because we got some other errands that we gotta run. And this is from Enlightful. Excuse me for getting close.
That's beautiful.
Alicia, can you look? Oh no, she said you look. First of all, she said you look amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank
oh my
you.
goodness, this love.
Can you tell us about any fears you had on your twin flame journey? Fears that union would not happen specifically.
Well, first of all, with the twin flame, Chris and I didn't even realize we were twin flames until we were actually together.
Right.
So I had fears of not being with someone prior to Chris and I getting together. That's when I had my dark night of the soul experience, feeling alone, rejected, ready to go back to source. Go
back to glory.
Send me my spaceship. I'm ready to leave this place. Where's my spaceship? I'm ready to be out. I had that phase when I started my awakening path, you know, cleansing and all that stuff. But but I did have that experience of the fear of being alone. But I tell you this, I had a series of weird events right before Chris and I met. I
appreciate that. I don't get too many compliments.
Chris is so silly. So I spoke to this guy. I was watching Gaia. Guys, if you don't watch Gaia, I recommend it for people who are just waking up, because that helped me tremendously. I looked at Gaia documentaries every single day. I pay my $9.99 a month faithfully, so I can see my documentaries every single day. And there was this one guy that I saw on Gaia. I guess he was in jail or whatever have you, and somebody came to see him in jail. It changed his whole entire life. When he got out of jail, he actually had a Kundalini awakening, third eye, boom, like full Kundalini, full-blown rupture. And so for some reason I wanted to talk to him because of his experience, and I found him. I found him online somehow, and I sent him an email. You know, I didn't think he was going to respond, but he did. And I was like, oh my God, he responded. And so he actually set up an appointment for me to talk to him over the phone. And I still didn't think he was going to call because, you know, I was in doubt back then. And then he called, and I was like, oh my God, I'm talking to you. So he was asking me what was my problem. So I told him I feel stuck. I didn't know where to go. Like, what was my next phase? I didn't know what I was here for. I was just confused. And he said, well, what's making you confused? So I said, I don't know. I guess I'm afraid. He's like, what are you afraid of? So I was like, I don't know. So he's like, okay, I know how to fix you. So he told me, he said, close your eyes. And I closed my eyes. He said, now picture two big lions standing in front of a gate. Now these two lions that you're seeing, their mouth is dripping with blood dripping down these lions' mouth, and they're guarding the gate. And so I'm seeing the lions, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so afraid. He's like, okay, now I want you to walk past the gate, past the lions. So that's what I did. In my mind, I'm walking past the lions through the gate. He's like, now what do you see? I'm like, a door. He's like, go in the door and go through. So I went through the door. He's like, what do you see? I'm like, I can't see nothing else. I'm just standing in front of the door. He's like, good, you did it. So I'm like, what did I do? He's like, you went past your fears. Because you were afraid of the lions, right? And I was like, yeah. And he said, well, good, you passed the lions. So what are you afraid of? So I'm like, oh my God, nothing. So that changed my life right there. Because it just made me realize that the whole time I'm afraid of nothing. So whatever you're afraid of, it's just something that you're making up in your mind, and you can go past it. And it's funny because my book that I wrote, The Moth is Also a Butterfly, which you guys can get on Amazon if you want to get it. It's a bunch of poems. The back of the book, it says specifically, what does it say again? Live past your fears and go beyond. So it was pretty much the same thing. So it's like it was a theme that the universe was trying to tell me to move past my fears. And sorry guys, I blabbered on, didn't I?
Oh no, you good, baby.
I always do that.
Yes. And last question. We're gonna get out of here because we gotta go. And this. Do you feel what your mission on this planet is? And we actually did a video on that about our whole mission. And our whole mission is, in a nutshell, Besides going back to the video, which I can't remember exactly what we said right off the top of my head, but I know that it involves enlightening the world and actually working on our own spiritual growth, because we realize that we're all one.
Yes.
And when one grows, the others grow as well.
When one heals, the collective heals.
Right. And so that's our whole thing, and that's our whole goal for this YouTube channel, is to help inspire people to grow spiritually, because there's so much negativity that's out there that's being spreaded like a virus, because it is a virus.
It is.
But our whole thing is to bring some positivity and bring something real, because we're not all love and light.
And fluff.
Because if you heard the rant or some of the stuff that we say on on some of our lives, we keep it real. We're gonna tell you the good, the bad, the ugly,
everything.
You know, but we want to spread more positivity to help uplift the vibrations of the world. And if you look at things now versus 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you'll notice that the vibration has lifted.
It definitely has. Definitely. Like, you can go into grocery stores right now and you can see things for $2.22, $3.33. Like, things are changing. It's not the same anymore. It is definitely, unless we just in a whole different reality.
Which we may be.
we might be. Who knows? But all of these license plates, I know I'm not the only one, okay? Every single day I see 777 on license plates, 333, 444, 666, 999, everywhere, every day. And I know I'm not the only one. No. So something has shifted, guys.
Right.
Big time.
Because even, and last thing, well, I guess this last thing I'm gonna say. Lastly, the other way that you know that the vibrations have lifted, look at the artists that are out nowadays. Ooh, now, RIP or rest in power to my boy Nipsey Hussle. Everybody knows about it.
So much love.
And there's so many artists out there like him. Daylight, for example. There are a lot of artists that are out there that are conscious, that are putting information out there, telling y'all what the deal is and how to really uplift yourself. Because you don't have to rely on anybody else to become great.
You don't need a third party. You are the party.
You are the party.
You are the party.
You approve you. Nobody else needs to approve you.
You don't need a third party. Listen, guys, my son is woke. That is so amazing.
And he out there grinding.
He is out there.
He is out there grinding, not working for anybody else.
I've been trying to preach this to my son for the longest while. I told you guys in the last video.
Yeah, we talked about when he,
3:33 in the morning, this boy banging on my door. I'm thinking something is wrong. Mom, I figured out the meaning to life. I'm like, what?
What?
But ever since that day, he's been on a mission.
Yeah.
He has awakened. And so everybody on the planet eventually is gonna, they're gonna wake up. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
But it's just a beautiful thing to watch people around you, with their eye wide open. It's just beautiful because now they question everything.
Yep.
You can't just tell them something and they believe it. It has to make sense to them. It has to vibrate with them. Right. It has to align with their being. And that's how you should take in information. You should let it align with your being. If something is not fitting, it's not fitting. It's, everything with the puzzle. When you're making a puzzle and the square don't fit, you don't try to force it, do you? No, get that away. You find another piece that does fit. That's how you should operate in this realm of reality. If something isn't fitting, knock it away. That's not in alignment. Don't force something that's not meant to be, guys.
No, don't force it.
Single flame, twin flame, soul mate, old mate, don't matter what type of mate it is.
It don't matter, just a sand. Just a sand. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. Sand. Even if you're standing by yourself, you're going to meet them there when you get there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's us for today, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Definitely do some more manifesting so that we can come each day. Yeah. Because we're a collective. So if y'all focus on that enough, it will come to pass.
It will. So we need y'all help, guys, because we have so much that we got to do.
Yeah.
So if you guys manifest us in the YouTube, somehow it's going to come and it's going to happen.
All right. So we love y'all.
We love you guys.
Have a beautiful day. Peace out.
Peace.